A garden border is like a warm embrace, drawing you into a world of natural beauty. Whether a simple flower bed or an elaborate tapestry of plants, borders define spaces and guide the eye. Imagine strolling through a garden path where vibrant blooms spill onto the edges, beckoning you closer. Picture a lush border softening the harsh lines of a fence, transforming it into a verdant tapestry. From formal and geometric to informal and flowing, borders can be tailored to any garden style. Whether you prefer a cottage garden bursting with color or a minimalist design with subtle textures, there's a border style to match. The key is to choose a design that complements your home's architecture and your personal aesthetic. In this journey, we'll delve into the art of crafting exquisite garden borders, exploring practical tips and inspiring ideas to help you create your own garden masterpiece. So, let's embark on this adventure together, transforming your outdoor spaces into havens of beauty. Before we dive into the artistry of plant selection, let's lay the groundwork for a thriving border. Begin by assessing your site's conditions. Observe how much sunlight different areas receive throughout the day. Identify shady spots and areas bathed in sun. Next, examine your soil type. Is it clay-like, sandy, or loamy? Understanding your soil's composition will guide your plant choices, ensuring they thrive in their designated spots. Adding compost or other organic matter improves drainage, aeration, and nutrient content, creating an ideal environment for your plants. Consider the shape and size of your border. A gently curving border adds a touch of elegance and creates a sense of movement. Straight borders, on the other hand, offer a more formal and structured look. The width of your border will depend on the available space and the types of plants you wish to grow. With a well-prepared site and a clear vision, you're ready to embark on the exciting journey of plant selection. Choosing the right plants is akin to an artist selecting colors for their palette. It's about creating a harmonious composition that delights the senses throughout the seasons. Start by considering the height and spread of your chosen plants. Aim for a tiered effect, placing taller species at the back, medium-height plants in the middle, and low-growing varieties at the front. Next, delve into the fascinating world of plant textures and forms. Combine plants with contrasting foliage to create visual interest. Think of feathery grasses swaying alongside bold-leaved hostas or delicate ferns juxtaposed with spiky succulents. This interplay of textures adds depth and dimension to your border. Harmonize your plant palette by selecting hues that complement each other. You can opt for a monochromatic scheme using different shades of a single color, like a serene tapestry of blues and purples. Alternatively, embrace the vibrancy of complementary colors, such as fiery oranges and cool blues, for a bold statement. Select a variety that provides a continuous display of color throughout the seasons. With your site prepared and your plant palette chosen, it's time to bring your vision to life. Begin by arranging the plants within the border before putting them in the ground. This allows you to experiment with different combinations and spacing. Step back and assess the overall composition, ensuring a pleasing balance of heights, textures, and colors. When planting, dig holes slightly larger than the root balls of your plants. Gently loosen the roots before placing them in the ground, ensuring they're not circling the root ball. Backfill with soil and water thoroughly, taking care to eliminate any air pockets around the roots. Mulching is crucial for a healthy and low-maintenance border. Apply a layer of organic mulch, such as shredded bark or compost, around your plants. Mulch helps retain soil moisture, suppresses weed growth, and regulates soil temperature, creating an ideal environment for your plants to thrive. Spacing is key to a successful border. Your border will fill in beautifully over time, creating a lush and vibrant tapestry. Beyond the pale, unveiling creative border edges. While plants are undoubtedly the stars of the show, the edging material you choose can significantly impact the overall aesthetic of your border. Traditional options like brick, stone, or metal provide a clean and defined look. Choose a material that complements your home's architecture and your garden's style. For a more rustic and natural feel, explore unconventional edging materials. Reclaimed wood such as railway sleepers or old fence boards adds a touch of weathered charm. Upcycled materials like glass bottles, broken pottery, or even seashells can create unique and whimsical borders. Living edges created with low-growing plants offer a soft and romantic look. Consider using creeping thyme, sedum, or even small ornamental grasses to define the borders of your beds. The key is to choose an edging material that not only complements your garden style, but also serves a practical purpose. Borders through time. Embracing the seasons. One of the most enchanting aspects of gardening is witnessing the ever-changing tapestry of the seasons. Your border can be a source of beauty year-round, with careful planning and plant selection. In spring, embrace the vibrant hues of tulips, daffodils, and hyacinths. Plant them in clusters for a bold statement or scatter them throughout the border for a more natural look. As spring transitions into summer, perennials take center stage. Echinacea with their cheerful daisy-like blooms attract pollinators and add a touch of whimsy. Salvias with their spires of purple, blue, or red flowers provide vertical interest and a long season of bloom. As summer wanes, embrace the warm hues of autumn. Asters and sedums steal the show, their blooms ranging from fiery oranges and reds to deep purples and pinks. Even in winter, your border can offer subtle beauty. The sustainable border nurturing nature's bounty. Creating a beautiful border goes hand in hand with nurturing nature's bounty. By embracing sustainable gardening practices, you can create a thriving ecosystem that benefits both your garden and the environment. Start by choosing plants that are well suited to your local climate and soil conditions. Native plants are particularly beneficial as they have evolved to thrive in your region and support local wildlife. Reduce your reliance on chemical fertilizers and pesticides by embracing organic gardening methods. Compost is a gardener's best friend, providing essential nutrients for your plants while improving soil structure. Encourage beneficial insects, such as ladybugs and lacewings, to take up residence in your border by planting nectar-rich flowers. Water your border wisely, opting for soaker hoses or drip irrigation systems that deliver water directly to the roots, minimizing evaporation. Even if your outdoor space is limited, you can still enjoy the beauty and charm of a well-designed border garden. Vertical gardening techniques, such as trellises and wall-mounted planters, allow you to maximize space and create stunning vertical displays. Choose climbing plants like clematis, honeysuckle, or even vegetables like beans and cucumbers. Container gardening is another excellent option for small spaces. Use a variety of containers in different sizes and materials to create visual interest. Group containers together to create a sense of abundance, ensuring proper drainage and choosing plants that thrive in containers. Window boxes are a charming way to add a touch of nature to even the smallest of spaces. Plant them with cascading flowers, trailing herbs, or even miniature vegetables. Every gardener from novice to expert encounters challenges along the way. But fear not, for every problem, there's a solution waiting to be discovered. One common issue is dealing with unwanted weeds. Prevention is key. Applying a layer of mulch around your plants helps to suppress weed growth. Regularly inspect your border and hand pull any weeds that do appear before they have a chance to set seed. Pests can also pose a threat to your border's health. Identify any pests that are troubling your plants and research natural solutions. Neem oil, insecticidal soap, and diatomaceous earth are effective organic options for controlling common garden pests. If your plants aren't thriving, it could be due to improper watering, soil deficiencies, or lack of sunlight. Check the moisture level of the soil regularly, and adjust your watering schedule accordingly. Amend your soil with compost or other organic matter to improve drainage and nutrient content. If necessary, relocate plants to areas that receive the appropriate amount of sunlight. Your garden border is a reflection of your unique personality and style. Embrace the opportunity to express yourself through your plant choices, color palettes, and design elements. If you're drawn to a romantic aesthetic, consider a cottage garden border overflowing with fragrant roses, delicate ferns, and pastel-hued blooms. For a modern and minimalist look, opt for a border featuring architectural plants with bold forms and textures. Grasses, succulents, and plants with variegated foliage create a striking contrast against a backdrop of sleek hardscaping. If you love to cook, create a culinary herb border filled with fragrant basil, rosemary, thyme, and oregano. Let your imagination run wild, experiment with different combinations, and create a space that brings you joy and reflects your unique vision. Gardening is an ongoing journey of observation, learning, and adaptation. Your garden border is a living, breathing entity that will evolve and change over time. Embrace the unexpected and enjoy the process of watching your garden grow and transform. Don't be afraid to make changes along the way. If a particular plant isn't thriving, relocate it to a more suitable spot, or replace it with a different variety. As your plants mature, you may need to divide them or add new plants to fill in gaps. Take the time to observe your border throughout the seasons. Remember, gardening is not about achieving perfection, but about creating a space that brings you joy and connects you with the natural world.